Hi guys, Sajid Amit here, and I just wanted to do this informal video doing a shout out to Mohan Valu. So Mohan Valu is of Audio Exotics, and he's the one who sold me this beautiful AIC Riviera from Riviera Labs. So guys, this is a $20,000 headphone amp, and I never thought I'd buy this headphone amp, mostly because it's $20,000. And I never thought a headphone amp should cost this much, which is the reason why I never thought one should buy it or anyone should buy an amp of this price. I did buy an amp that's around $10,000. I mean, you do end up, not having to pay full retail price, of course. So, and that depends on your relationship with your dealer. I'm not going to disclose the price that I got from Mohan, but of course, I did not pay full price, so that's worth knowing. I am, also someone who bought the Audma Maestro HP1A, which is something that I actually paid full price for. So I was very happy with this amp, and I'll do a extended discussion on the comparison between these two amps because they're both, flagship level amplifier. This is of course solid state. This of course is, a tube hybrid, and they sound distinctly different with some similarities. This I'll say is something that punches above its weight class. This is amazing. So it took me a lot of time, like years, I think, of research to basically come to this point when I was comfortable spending this kind of money on this amp. And so far, I'm very satisfied. But I do want to give a shout out to Audio Exotics. Audio Exotics is the dealer for Riviera Labs in Singapore. And I didn't know much about Riviera Labs until I walked into their showroom in Singapore, and it was just an amazing experience because the showroom, you get transported to different reality once you walk in, because they have all this stuff from Riviera Labs, and this is like this is of course not an entry level item. This is expensive, but if you get into the world of 2 channel, especially with a very premium and luxury brand like Riviera Labs, I think the right appropriate term is luxury and not premium, but in any case, they have super expensive monoblocks and preamps and stuff, so which are far more expensive, and they dwarf the AIC-10 in terms of its pricing. So they're far more expensive, like in the realm of $30,000 and $40,000. As a matter of fact, I listened to a $1 million setup with Mohan Valu at Audio Exotics, and I kid you not, it was a game-changing experience, because when you listen to a setup like that, priced at $1 million, you really see what audio can do, what audio equipments can do, because it's hyper realistic. It's better than real life performance because images are taller. The distinction and separation between images is far greater than what I think you get in real life even. And it's just hyper real, right? And the bass is hyper real. The bass hits you in the chest. The sound stage is just amazing, and it's engulfing, and it's deep, and it's wide, and you get the tiniest nuances, like the slightest inflections in a singer's voice, and it's just mesmerizing. I took my wife, and she was blown away as well. That definitely made me excited to, I think, aspire to one day own $1 million setup. I do want to, I'll leave a link to Audio Exotics and their website in the description section of this video. And I will leave a link to all the products that I tried in that $1 million setup, which, I don't want to read out. I have a list here in front of me. I tried horn speakers from Cesaro Horn Acoustics, an amp and preamp from Robert Coda, 160 amps, and K15EX preamp. The digital front end was a DAC and server from the Wadax reference. The Wadax reference is their highest level, and Wadax is just different level in terms of the digital equipment. And I am thinking of it at some point, maybe down the road, thinking of upgrading to a Wadax. But for now, I'm pretty happy with the Mola Mola that you see over there. So I have a setup that I'm pretty comfortable with now, very happy with, and I'm very grateful for, of course. But I want to do a shout out to Mohan Valu of Audio Exotics. So do check him out if you're in Singapore or if you're in Asia, and if you're interested in getting something like a product from Riviera Labs, which is a very, very high end and awesome sounding, a very uniquely tuned amplifier and audio brand. Thank you for watching this, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye bye.